there's a lot of things that you really need to know. And so here it is. First of all, thank you so much for volunteering for Kid Fest. Kid Fest is a really great opportunity that we have to nurture our kids to want what Jesus wants and to do what Jesus does. And every kid that comes in the door at Kid Fest is going to make a decision. They're going to decide what they believe about God, whether they think about it or not. When they leave Kid Fest, they're going to know, does God love me? Does God know me? Does God care about me? Does God care about the things that I like? Does God eat good food? Is he funny? Is he boring? They're going to know those things about God by the time they leave. And they're going to know what they believe based on how they were treated. So it may be the truth, it may not be, but we have the opportunity to impact their lives and show them that God does care about them, that God does know them, that God does love them, that he's funny and he likes what they like. And we get to show them that by the way that we treat them and by the way that we act when we are around them. And so thank you so much for being a part of this really big mission that we have to show these kids what God is all about. And so I just have a couple of things that you need to know for Kid Fest. First, our theme is move, and we're talking about people in the Bible who came into contact with Jesus and couldn't help but move. And you guys are already doing that. You've come into contact with Jesus and you are moving by volunteering, and we're going to challenge our kids to do that this week. And you know, at Kid Fest, you're probably not going to change the world, but you could change the life of one kid, and that is worthy. That is a win. And to Jesus, that's what it's all about. Just like he talked about the one sheep was lost and they left the 99 to go find it, because that one kid is so valuable. And so thank you so much for taking the time to spend with our kids, sacrificing time with your family and time at work and time resting to be here for the next few nights this coming week. Now, there are a couple of changes coming in Kid Fest this year. The first change is that we are moving to a small group model. So what this means is that every kid has a small group leader. In the past, they were called guides. And so this year, each age group has 4 small group leaders. And all of the kids, so say for example in 2nd grade, are going to be split among those 4 leaders. So each of those 4 leaders will get a group of kids, 5 or 6 kids, and those are their kids for the week. That whole week, they keep up with those 5 or 6 kids. They know those 5 or 6 kids. They're engaged with them. They're relational with those kids. They're building community among those kids. They know about those kids' family. They know about those kids' likes and dislikes. They know what they're doing the next morning. So when they get to Kid Fest that night, they can ask, hey, how was the pool? Because they knew they were going to the pool that day. So it's very relational. It's very intentional. And so we have small group leaders, and so that's a big change. So our rotations at Kid Fest are different this year. We're having recreation, craft, and Bible app combined, and small group time. And during that small group time, the small group leader will actually lead the kids doing application activities through a lesson that help the kids apply what we learned in the opening time to their lives. And so that's a big change, and it's super exciting. And also, we're changing up our registration process this year. We're using our check-in system that we've been using on Sunday mornings and Wednesday nights for the last year with the stickers where the parents get a security tag. And this is a great way to show our parents and our kids that God cares about their safety. And so that's something that we're going to do this year. And we're going to need your help because it's going to be different. If you're bringing kids with you to Kid Fest, you're going to drop them off kind of like in the past where you drive around the back parking lot to the playground, but you'll keep going a little farther past the playground and come to the drive-thru near the offices. And you're going to drop your kid off there. You'll get your security tag, your kid will get their tag, and then they'll go play on the playground. Now, if you're bringing a preschooler or a baby with you to Kid Fest, we'd absolutely love for them to be here, and you will need to register them at the drive-thru out behind the offices. They'll get their tag, you'll get your security tag, and then you'll need to take them to their class. The preschoolers are meeting in the red and the purple room. That's room 210 and 211, where preschoolers have class every Sunday, and then the babies under 2 are going to be in the nursery, and you'll need to take your child to the nursery. All other children, elementary children, will go to the playground, but preschoolers and babies need to be escorted by you to their class or to the nursery. So that's a big change, and we'll definitely need your help with that. And if you would go ahead and pre-register your kids, because if we know your kids are coming, then that gives us a lot more time to welcome and register the new families, the guests that are coming. So if you would pre-register your kids and your preschoolers that you're bringing, that would be great. You can go to this Spring Road website before noon tomorrow, Friday, and register your elementary child, and you can register your preschool child by going back to those emails I sent last week with that link. And if you need that link, just email me, and I will send you the link. So if you guys could pre-register your kids, that would be really helpful and give us an opportunity to show the guests that they really matter to us by giving them lots of attention. And so if you are already pre-registered, we'll be able to do that. Another change we have coming is healthier food options. So we always had really fun kid food, and I'm a big fan of really fun kid food. Sometimes I'd rather have that than healthier things, but I know that not all of you want chicken nuggets every night. So we're going to have a salad bar and a deli bar for the volunteers at KidFest, and we'll actually also have vegetable options for the kids. They'll still get that fun kid food, but they'll have options for veggies, and this is a great way to show them that God cares about their bodies. And so that's an exciting change. And also, one of the biggest, coolest things happening at KidFest is now middle schoolers are volunteers. And it's an awesome way for middle schoolers to step up and serve and move because of the things that they've learned about God. And I'm so excited, middle schoolers, that you are volunteering and that you're willing to give up part of your summer to serve at KidFest. And you guys are going to be doing super important behind the scenes jobs that if they didn't happen, KidFest couldn't happen. So I'm so grateful that you guys are volunteering. And thank you, parents, for letting your middle schoolers volunteer. Now we just have a couple business things. Each of you is going to get a t-shirt for KidFest, and this is our gift to you, no cost. And this is what we need to do with it. Wear it every single night so that everyone knows that you belong here and that you are serving. It's a great way to identify who the volunteers are. That way, if there's a guest, they know who to go to if they have a question. And also, in your t-shirt bag, it has a quick sheet, which is a little sheet of paper that tells you what time you need to arrive. It tells you where you need to park. Parking is going to be in the Heritage Hall parking. So the very first parking lot that you come to when you arrive at Spring Road, right in front of the gym, that's where you're going to need to park so that we can leave the back open for our guests. And so inside your t-shirt bag is that quick sheet. You can actually pick up your t-shirt and your quick sheet from the Children's Ministry check-in station this Sunday, June 14th of the same day as KidFest starting. If you could pick up your t-shirt this Sunday, that would be most helpful. And also, inside that bag, there may be a slip of paper with more details about your particular job. I'm actually going to email that to you today, so you'll have that in an email as well. If there isn't a paper in your bag, it's because you'll need to find your leader of your section to help you know what you need to do. And if you need help identifying who that leader is, let me know, and I'll direct you to the right person. Also, on that quick sheet, it tells you your arrival time. Everyone's arrival time is a little bit different. So if you'll just make sure that you pay attention to exactly what time you're supposed to be here. For most of us, we're meeting here at 5:15 and eating dinner, and then at 5:35 we have a huddle, and that is where I just lead you guys in a quick meeting to tell you what you need to know for the night and what wins we had from the night before, and then we'll all go and begin our ministry stuff. 5:45, the kids come in for dinner, and we're on, and we have the opportunity to show the kids who God is by the way we treat them and by the way that we love them. And so, remember, if you're bringing kids, that you drop them off and check them in at the check-in station out by the drive-thru behind the offices near the playground. And if you need to be here at 5:15 but you got to check in your kids, you might want to arrive a little bit early so that you can get your kids checked in and you can be in the gym by 5:15. Now, when you arrive after you've checked in your kids, or if you don't have any kids, park in the Heritage Hall parking lot, the one right in front of the gym, and come into the coffee shop. And in the coffee shop, you'll need to sign in. And by you signing in, you're letting me know that you've arrived. That way, later in the evening, I can go and see where we have gaps. So I can grab subs and put them in those holes and make sure that every position is covered. And in the coffee shop, you'll also find your name tag and any supplies you might need. And so if you're going to need supplies from the coffee shop, then you'll know. You'll find that out. And also, your name tag, you need to have that on every day so the kids know who you are and so the other volunteers do, and so that the parents know that you belong. And also, on Wednesday night, we're having our closing program. So KidFest is different on Wednesday night. And if you would, unless otherwise told by the leader of your volunteer team, arrive at 5:30 and be ready to greet families as they come and eat a free dinner with us. And we have a wrap-up of KidFest. And also, there may be kids who come to that who don't have parents with them. And so we need to have a keen eye, and we need to invite those kids to sit with us. And we need you guys to show these families that God cares about them and God would sacrifice for them. So that means a family comes in and there's nowhere to sit, your family should get up. And that's a great way to show them that God would give them his seat. And so I just really encourage you guys to do that. And thank you guys for helping with that as well. Also, there will be no childcare that night, so no preschool or nursery. And so you'll need to keep your children with you. And at 6:15 each night, we're going to move to the chapel where you'll hear a song that'll play. And at that point, we're moving to the chapel for the opening. And so if you are not a small group leader, if you're not directly with the kids and you're not in the kitchen or another job that keeps you occupied at 6:15, if you would hurry and run to the chapel and form a high five tunnel to welcome the kids into the chapel, just to get the energy up and let them know that we're excited they're there showing them that God's excited that they're there. And so that's a really cool thing we get to do. Now, every year at Kid Fest, we have a mission. And this year, our mission is called Stuff the Bus, just like last year. But instead of stuffing the bus with school supplies, we're stuffing the bus with food. There are tons of kids in our community who rely so heavily on free meals at school. But on the weekends, they're hungry. And so we are doing a mission project this year called Backpack Buddies. So the kids are actually going to bring different types of food each night. And then our mission project on Wednesday night during the closing program, the families will work together to stuff that food into large Ziploc bags. And then on Fridays, once school starts, certain kids will be identified in the community who need that food. And the teachers will place these Ziploc bags into that child's backpack so they can take them home. So they're backpack buddies because they're food buddies to go in their backpacks each Friday. And so that's really exciting, and we need you guys to help donate food. On Mondays, we're collecting granola bars and sandwich crackers like the Lance cheese or peanut butter crackers. On Monday, we're collecting fruit cups and small apple sauces. And on Tuesday, we're collecting ravioli and SpaghettiOs. And it's really important that ravioli and SpaghettiOs are in easy open cans or in individual servings so that kids whose parents aren't with them during the day on the weekends can get into the food and actually eat it. So if you guys could help us with that. And also, that's what we're collecting at Kid Fest, but there are some other food items that need to go in those bags. And this coming Saturday, there's a women's ministry event, Coffee and Connect, where those women will be bringing the other food items that we need, but you guys can help with that as well, even if you're not attending that event. We need mini cereal boxes, Pop-Tarts, so if you can donate that, or fruit snacks and fruit roll-ups. So if you can donate those things, that would be great. And as you know, we need a few other food donations. Backpack Buddy food is for the kids in schools that are hungry, but we're going to need food donations for Kid Fest as well. We need powdered pre-sweetened lemonade. We need pop ice popsicles, those freezer pops that are defrosted until you buy them and put them in the freezer yourself. And then we need chips. We need cookies. We also need vegetable donations. So Sunday morning, if you want to bring vegetables, you can drop those off Sunday morning in the kitchen so that our kitchen team can get those prepared for that night. And we're collecting cucumbers, tomatoes, carrots, and cucumbers, tomatoes, carrots, and one more. Broccoli. Sorry. Cucumbers, tomatoes, carrots, and broccoli. So if you'll bring those on Sunday, that would be really great. And that's just an opportunity to show our kids that God cares about their body and about their health. And I hope this shows you guys that we care about you too. And I've listened, I've heard that you guys want healthier food for you guys. And so that's what we're doing. And so we really could use your help with that. If you guys have a first aid or a behavior issue during Kid Fest, you'll bring those children to the coffee shop. The ladies there will be able to assist you, and the gentlemen there, and also they'll be able to contact me so that I can help take care of those behavior and first aid issues. At 8:25, we have dismissal. This is when all the children and their small group leaders are headed back to the gym, and they are going there to get ready for the registration ladies to call their names so they can go out to the car. We're going to match the kids tag with the parent security tag, just another way of showing them that God cares about them, about their safety. And so that's a really exciting thing that we were going to do. And when you leave, if you would make sure that you drop your name tag and any supplies you collected in the coffee shop there before you leave, so the next night your name tag is ready for you. Now, we've asked all of you to do ministry safe training, and this is just another way to show our parents and our kids that God cares about their safety and cares about the way that they're treated. And so, most of you have done ministry safe. I'm super impressed. There's only about 10 of you that still need to do it. And so, thank you for getting that training done. I know it's time consuming, but there are a couple things you need to remember at Kid Fest to stay ministry safe. You need to make sure that no kid ever goes anywhere alone. That means even 2 or 3 children. Children should never go anywhere by themselves. So don't send a child to the bathroom with a buddy. They need to go to the bathroom with an adult. But an adult can't be alone with the child. So if a child needs to go to the bathroom, maybe you take your whole small group of kids to the bathroom. Or you make sure that there's another adult going with you so that a kid and a child's never alone, and a kid and an adult are never alone together. It's really important that there's no lap sitting. So even if a child tries to sit in your lap, redirect them to sit right next to you. And also, we shouldn't pick up children unless absolutely necessary. So if a child is crying, needs to be consoled, get down on their level and you can put your arm around them to comfort them, but we really want to avoid picking them up unless we absolutely have to. If there's an emergency, like a broken something or a bloody something, and you need to pick them up, that's a case where it would be okay. But we really just want to protect you. Protect you from being accused of ever doing anything inappropriate. And if you're not touching, if you're never left alone with a child, no one can accuse you because there's always a witness and you're being safe about your touch. It's really important that there's no tickling or unnecessary touching. And also, when you're in the restroom, you need to make sure that you're standing outside the door. Keep it propped open so that you have a visual to make sure there's no horseplay going on in the bathroom or that kids aren't doing anything inappropriate, but you'll need to stay at the door so other people can see you. If a child needs help in the bathroom, first of all, you should never go in a stall with a child unless they ask for help. And if they do need assistance, say they need help buckling their pants or something like that, you need to make sure that there's another adult present watching. So you're going to have to go find someone or find someone in the hallway to help you. So that's really important. And that's just to protect you. So remember, never let a child go alone anywhere. Never let any children together go alone anywhere. Make sure there's always an adult present and make sure that an adult is never alone with a child. And also, KidFest is open in kindergartners through 5th graders. That's new this year because our middle schools are volunteers. So please invite your friends. Pre-registration closes tomorrow at noon, but registrations are welcome at the door. So please invite your friends. We'd love to have as many friends from the community come so that we can show them what God is all about. And also, don't forget we need food donations for Backpack Buddies and for KidFest. And you guys may have noticed that we have a really cool thing, a KidFest app. And so the KidFest app is called the Lead Small app. And it's this one right here. It's a little gray square with the orange squiggly in the middle. And that's a really cool thing that we can use at KidFest to always have access to our lessons. So if you're a rec leader, a craft Bible app leader, a small group leader, or a pre-K leader, you're going to need to use this app. And if you're not one of those things, check it out anyway. It has so many cool resources that you can use with children. It has things to teach you how to work better with children. It has games that you can play. It has a stopwatch. It has all kinds of really great things. It even has a place where you can put in the kids you're working with, their favorite things. It has a way to communicate with parents. And all of our lessons for KidFest are on that app. And so if you have questions about how to use the app or access the app, email me. Check out the email I sent you last week with the directions about how to do it, or ask someone, because there are a lot of volunteers who were here at the meeting last night who know how to use it. And so they can help you with that. And so that's a really exciting thing that we have. And so if you guys would make sure that you have that app downloaded before you get here Sunday, that would be great. Now on Sunday morning during church, we are going to do a big KidFest promo, a big celebration to say it's happening. So you guys, our KidFest volunteers, are going to form a high five tunnel into the worship service. So as people are coming in, you're high-fiving them, you're celebrating, you're saying, KidFest is coming. There might even be pom-poms. And if you guys would wear that KidFest shirt, now if you don't have your shirt yet, you can get it Sunday morning from the check-in station, put it on, and be downstairs in the gym at 10:30. For the high five tunnel. So 10:30 for the high five tunnel, and the kids will be singing the theme song again. Our worship team will be there, and it's just a great way to show the church that KidFest is happening. And so thank you so much for being a part of KidFest. And lastly, I just want you to remember to pray, because we can't do this on our own. We can't show kids in our community who God is by ourselves, because we're not God. We need God's strength and we need God's help. So if you would just start praying now. Pray for the strength of our leadership here that's preparing things. Please pray that we wouldn't have rain. Pray for our volunteers. Pray for the families and the kids that are coming. Some of our kids are going to be coming hurting, and they really need prayer. And so I just pray that you would pray that they would be open to learn what God is all about. Thank you so much. And if I'm going to be sending you today an email with the specific information you need for your area of service. If you'll be looking out for that. And if you have any questions, please contact me or the leader of your volunteer team. And I will see you Sunday morning. And you can come pick up your shirt before 10:30 at the Children's Ministry check-in station. Be downstairs at 10:30, and you can slide that shirt on and be a part of the high five tunnel if you'd like. And then be here Sunday night. Your arrival time is on that quick sheet, or will be in the email that I send you today. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm really grateful for you. I'm really thankful that you're volunteering. I'll see you soon.